Welcome. My name is Fagan Thakra,
And I'm Johan Berlin.
and we'll be your host for this benefit concert. As everyone has seen, the COVID-19 situation currently in India, it is heartbreaking. We could not just sit in the UK or the US and just watch from afar. To India with Love is an impact campaign sending messages of hope and providing beds, oxygen supply, food, and health services to the people in India during this incredible trying time. India has given so much to the rest of the world, from arts and cultural to ancient sciences. Thousands of years ago of traditional of yoga and meditation, to the new technology innovations the country has produced. Now, it's the time more than ever for the rest of the world to stand with India in a moment of need.
And so often, when we hear news reports, like the heartbreaking news that's coming out of India, we can feel that the situation is bigger than our ability to respond. But what we know is also true is that when people step forward and say, how can I help? How can we live as one world family? That there can be an equal wave of transformation and hope. And that's really what this concert is all about. Coming together to celebrate the inspiring work being done by the International Associations for Human Values, Art of Living, all their volunteers, and the healthcare workers on the front lines, saving lives every day. Now is a critical moment where we can stand with India.
It is so moving that these people have come together to stand with India. To introduce the run-up of the concert, we have an incredible lineup of artists from all around the world. Then we have an impact intermission from the work that is happening in India, covering reports from the ground. Then we'll have a feature performance from the Black Eyed Peas. And to end with, we'll have a beautiful message and a short meditation by Sri Ravi Shankar, who is a humanitarian leader and a global ambassador for peace.
And since this is a concert for the International Association for Human Values, we wanted to hear from you. As you hear the different performances from the artists, we wanted to hear what human value comes up for you. Because we know it's so often in our most challenging moments, it's the goodness in us and our human values that uplift us and carry us forward. So with that, we'll move to our first performance, a beautiful song, We Need You by Jennifer Lee Stone featuring Ali Stone.
The same low. Oh no, you're not the first one. And I know the sky is falling, but everyone in the world is calling your name. You just gotta stay in the game. Oh, oh, oh. Turn the tables on the fables that they gave you in the stables. How your truth would never be good enough. Oh, you are magic in your fabric. If you hide it, it'd be tragic. Don't you let them take away your beautiful. 'Cause we're not gonna make it on our own. Not gonna make it out here alone. We're not gonna make it on our own. Not gonna make it out here alone. We need you. We need you. We need you. Oh, yeah. No, if you don't live who you are, the night will be missing a star to light the way through someone else's pain. No, I ain't gonna lie, babe, it's gonna be hard, but you're gonna bear the scars, wear them with pride, 'cause they show that you tried. Oh, we need you. We need you. We need you. Oh, yeah. We need you. We need you. Oh, the world needs you. Oh, we need you, yeah.
So what human values do you think that brought up for you? We got some messages and that kindness and courage. Thank you. Next, we have Cosmic, who is an Indian pop artist and he's based in California. And every time I listen to his music, I just want to get up and dance. His new song is Highway. So let us know what human values comes up for Cosmic.
Hey, this is Cosmic. So happy to be here, to be part of this event. I'm going to share a new song with you called Highway, and it's all about finding hope when you're feeling lost. I want to dedicate this to everyone in India right now. I love you so much.
On a lonely highway at 3 a.m. I feel the chill of December wind. I'm driving 90, I'm shivering. No destination in my life again. But in the hollow space, I start feeling full when I see your picture on the dashboard. मेरे कांधे पे तेरा हाथ लगे, तू ना होके भी मेरे साथ लगे. ये मन मुसाफिर तेरा ढूंढे पता फिर तेरा. You light up the highway, oh yeah. You show me my way home. Pulled off the freeway in a nowhere town. My head is spinning, don't wanna be found. Alone and empty, don't know where I am. Can I find my way back into your arms again? तेरी खुशबू की कोई चादर है, तू ही मेरे अंदर, तू ही बाहर है. तू ना होके भी मेरे साथ लगे, मेरे कांधे पे तेरा हाथ लगे ये मन मुसाफिर तेरा ढूंढे पता फिर तेरा You light up the highway, oh yeah. You show me my way home on a one-way road at 1,000,000 miles an hour. My heart beats fast and I can't look back. There's a home, it's waiting for me somewhere, and I'm gonna find you, I'll find you there. ये मन मुसाफिर तेरा ढूंढे पता फिर तेरा ये मन मुसाफिर तेरा ढूंढे पता फिर तेरा You light up the highway, oh yeah. You show me my way home. You light up the highway, oh yeah. You show me my way home.
Really enjoyed that. Really enjoyed the mix between the English and the Hindi. So what human values did that come up for everyone? From the messages, we've got the human value of hope. Thank you. Next, we have Arif Afa. She was in the musical Hamilton. Arif Afa and friends are doing an indie fusion remix.
Sunrise, sunrise, looks like morning in your eyes, but the clock's held now 15 4 hours. Sunrise, sunrise, couldn't tempt us if I tried, 'cause the afternoon's already come and gone. And I said,
So we're getting a lot of messages that the human value was looking forward, possibilities. Thank you very much. Next, we have Bhavani Vas from London, and she'll be singing Nothing But My Love. What human values do you think that brings up for you?
Your love carries me along. Your love is hidden in this song. My heart was never mine to give to you, 'cause the only one who ever made it beat at all was you. These eyes were once so blind, these ears were deaf to life. I didn't see that I was just a ship with no sails. Just one look from you and made me wise. So what can I do for you, my one true love? What can I do for one who's come from above? What can I give
sublime. Everything around me now's a gift from you. You made it all to make me smile. So what can I do for you, my one true love? What can I do for one who's come from above? What can I give that is already yours? What can I show? Nothing but my love. What can I do for you, my one true love? What can I do for one who's come from above? What can I give that isn't already yours? What can I show? Nothing but my love. Nothing but my love.
Next, we have Ria Zagoza. She's an American singer-songwriter from New York, and all her songs are about nature, protecting the environment. Her music is inspired by uplifting people and preserving nature. What comes up to you during this song?
Hello everyone, I'm Ria Zagoza, and this is my song, Warrior. And I just want to send so much hope and many prayers to India with love. Spent my summer in a van, St. Augustine to Michigan, held my breath, said a prayer. All those people waiting there, I've been searching so long, it lived in me all along. Burned me in the desert and drowned me in the rain. Throw me to the thunder, push me out of the plane. I don't feel afraid anymore. I'm a warrior. Bright lights, sharing tears, thanking grace for bringing us all here. It ain't lonely on the road when there's love everywhere you go. I've been searching so long, it lived in me all along. Burn me in the desert and drown me in the rain. Throw me to the thunder, push me out of the flame.
Thank you, Ray, for that powerful performance, Warrior. So many of the messages that were coming up during your performance were around perseverance and strength, and we certainly want to send that to India right now. This brings us to the impact segment of our concert, where we'll have an opportunity to hear about work that's happening on the ground and the important issues of the COVID crisis in India, including daily wage workers, shortages in supplies, and mental health and hygiene. We'll be joined by Madhu Kadari, Executive Board Member of the International Association of Human Values, and Karishma Anand, a volunteer for the Art of Living Foundation. But first, we just want to introduce you to one of the artists who's going to give us a very powerful reminder that we are all in this together.
Let me introduce you to will.i.am, who is not just a talented Grammy award-winning artist, but personally, I know him for 20 years and I can say he's an incredible human being. In those years, I've seen him making an impact at the World Economic Forum and throughout the globe.
There's a lot of people that feel that COVID is almost over, but there's a large part of the world with awesome, beautiful people that are suffering right now and afraid, and healthcare workers that are trying their best to contain it. The world needs to help India, and all the healthcare workers, thank you so much. Let's show India some love and prayers sent their way.
Welcome, Madhu, Krishma. So nice to have you guys be part of the benefit concert today. And wanted to just start by giving a little bit of background. This benefit concert is obviously being put on by International Association for Human Values. And so we're all really inspired by the work that's happening on the ground there. And maybe I'll start with you, Madhu. Madhu is an executive board member and one of the leaders really coordinating the Foundation Art of Living and International Association for Human Values relief effort in India. And I know, Madhu, that the foundations have decades of work in and across India. And maybe just to start at the beginning of the pandemic, because I know it's come in multiple phases. What are some of the activities that happened in the first wave? In particular, I know there was a heavy focus on daily wage workers who were heavily affected by the lockdowns. So if you could just share a bit about that, that would be great.
Sure, Johan. Thank you, Johan, and it's such a so wonderful to be with all of you to share some of the work that we are doing on the ground. And to your question, Johan, when the pandemic started, I mean, in India, the first thing, and like you said, the most affected were the people, the daily wage laborers. And due to the lockdown, many of the people were stuck, and because of loss of their livelihood, there was a large problem of access to food and ration kits. And that's where we partnered with many organizations and corporates, and we're able to provide food kits and meals to over 80 million people. And about 2.5 million families got benefited during that time. And that was in the span of almost 2 months, I think, during the lockdown at that time.
Wow. And Madhu, the breadth of that is probably hard for most people. The scale and scope of that is so big. What is it about the way that the foundation works, both with full-time, with partners, and with volunteers, that allows them to get that kind of reach into different communities?
Yeah, so really, it's our partner organization, Art of Living Foundation. Both are organizations founded by Gurudev Sri Ravi Shankar. And it's really the inspiration that the founder gives, that so many volunteers, thousands of volunteers across the board in all states. I mean, we have presence in 156 countries as the foundation, Art of Living Foundation. But in India, there's such a large volunteer base. And, having that inspiration to be able to get into action, and this is what, Gurudev also says, is like to be giving, to have that attitude of service rather than being told, like, it's not someone has to tell you, then you go out. It is just that having that attitude of being serving, when the need comes. Many people just within the first days, many chapters immediately took it to themselves and started serving, arranging for the these ration kits and meals. And then also IHV as an organization was able to raise funds and then provide the funds needed in terms of like being able to purchase for most of these ration kits that we needed. But in terms of implementation, really it's the volunteer base of the Art of Living Foundation that allows us to implement in such a large scale.
Well, it's such a powerful example of network leadership, and also the importance of the service mindset shifts and behaviors. That it's quite amazing. Krishna, maybe I'll jump over to you, just in that spirit of people jumping into action. So Krishna Anand is a product executive in the Silicon Valley, and but has jumped into action in the way and actually launched a campaign, a corporate pledge campaign, to help companies become more aware of what's happening in India and how important it is to the Indian diaspora. So maybe Krishna, if you could just share a bit about how you jumped into action and what it's been like here from the States helping.
Yeah. Well, thanks for having me here, Johan. It's great to be here with Madhu and you, and to hear from Madhu all the work IHV is doing on the ground. I've been associated with and volunteered with IHV for a long time. So when this second wave started in India, one thing I noticed was that, of course, all of us who have any connections or family in India were getting all these social media messages, calls, people asking for help with oxygen concentrators. And what I noticed among all my friends who were Indian is that emotionally, psychologically, financially, people were really stretched thin. And so I felt like, yes, I have to do what I can to support my family, but we have to find a way to support India together. And it has to be more than just what Indians can do right now in this moment. And that's kind of what inspired me to put together the corporate pledge with IHV, since I've been associated with IHV before. But it was just that simple need. I mean, that need is there. And whether your Indian friends and colleagues share this with you or not, they're stretched right now. They're emotionally stretched. They're financially stretched because they have family back in India. So this is the moment where the world needs to come together to support India in its moment of need. And that was just it. Like, I could see all that. And I wanted to create a mechanism for people to contribute.
No, that's so powerful, and just want to underline that echo for all of us, not just Indian diaspora, to give and to give generously as one world family while India is going through this time. Madhu, maybe I'll just jump ahead to the second phase of the pandemic. And what has been happening? I know you've been doing a lot of immediate relief work and to really deal with the shortages. Maybe you can just share a bit more on those activities.
Definitely, Johan. So, to kind of go back a little bit also, we haven't stopped working. In IHV on the ground has been working since then, providing medical supplies, and working with some of the hospitals, because, it never stopped, it subsided, but it was there. So we have been working with, on the ground. But since the second wave struck in April with such a vengeance, the immediate need that came up was the lack of oxygen supplies. And that's where, one of the things that volunteers did on the ground was immediately put together support groups in every city, or in almost every city that was affected, put up a support group so that they could find beds, they could help with doctor consultation, they could help with, if, wherever there's supply, to be able to map the needs and the supply. But in parallel, IHV, we were raising funds and procuring oxygen concentrators. And because of the, fantastic support that we got from, all the donors around the world and the corporates, we were able to get these, especially the much needed oxygen concentrators immediately. The first batch came within the first week actually from Singapore. And then from the US, we were able to ship, almost every 2-3 days. And we have shipped more than 1,000 concentrators so far, and more than 2,000 have been procured. And some of them have already come from China, Taiwan, and Singapore. So it's an ongoing thing. That's one of the things. I mean, of course, there's like some ventilators, oximeters, oxygen cylinders, BiPAP, CCAPs. These are all the medical supplies that are needed, along with PPE supplies. But besides that, another thing that we are doing is also opening COVID care centers. Now, of course, this is in association with the government authorities. We are able to open COVID care centers so that some of the initial needs are taken care, because the hospitals are so overcrowded. So this is another thing that we are doing. So, yeah.
Powerful. It's been incredible to see also. I know you guys have partnered with Volunteer for a Better India and Indian Diaspora Network here in the States. It's been really powerful to see, these pictures of United Airlines, shipping equipment, and all the partnerships, all the things you guys have pulled together in addition to full-time jobs. It's been pretty incredible. Krishma, you've done a lot of work in community as a volunteer for the foundation, just helping with mental health hygiene. Could you just share a bit more about that work? Because I think so often in these crises, we get stuck on the moment of the immediate need, but then really we need to help people through, after the big events happen. Could you share a bit about your experience doing that? Or
Yeah, absolutely. So for context for everyone, I started meditating when I was a teenager, so far before it was cool and happening to do that. But one of the lessons I've learned along that journey is that, the quality of life that we have depends more on our state of mind and not just on our physical conditions. So right now in the second wave of COVID, obviously the physical conditions are problematic for people. And as Madhu said, IHV is doing a ton to help with those physical conditions. And, they are getting better. We see the data. So the physical condition is getting better. But we have to really think 2 or 3 or even 4 months out from here. Families have lost loved ones. Families have been through so much of trauma in trying to find oxygen and almost lost loved ones, right? People have been through this phase of, am I going to live through this or not? Is my family going to survive through this or not? This is deep trauma that they have to now come out of, deal with, and then get together with their life all over again. So if we assume that by providing oxygen cylinders, we've solved the problem, we haven't. We've put a Band-Aid, which is extremely important, but to really help the people who've gone through this trauma, we have to support them longer term, build that emotional resilience, build that sort of sense of enthusiasm, build that sense of confidence, and really embrace life fully. And for anyone who's been through a tough spot in their life, that you can't just snap your fingers and switch from your traumatic condition to the next day being absolutely happy. That is a journey. And I'm sure most people who've been on the journey appreciate the support that they've gotten for that. And that's kind of the work that IHV and Art of Living also do, is, helping people with mental health and building up emotional resilience. I've been a beneficiary, so I'm, been very happy and grateful for all the techniques that IHV and Art of Living teaches people.
Well, one of the things that's so incredible in researching for these conversation is just the tens of thousands of counselors across India who are volunteering their time to help with exactly that. Madhu, Krishma, I want to thank both of you for everything you're doing and really putting a human face to why we're all coming together in this benefit concert. And I just want to remind everybody, ihv.org or toindiawithlove.ihv.org. You can contribute and support the great work that Madhu and Krishma are doing. And thank you guys again for joining us.
Thank you, Johan.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for having us.
It was so inspiring to discuss the breadth and scope of work happening on the ground in India and all the Indian diaspora who are mobilizing around the world. And I just want to highlight one thing that Krishma said, which is that many of us have no idea what's happening with our Indian colleagues and friends. And we should just take it on ourselves to step in and really lend our support in India's time of need. So if you haven't had a chance to donate, please go to toindiawithlove.ihv.org and contribute now.
I'm Jackie Lewis. Yesterday, over 4,000 people died of COVID in India. It can feel like India is on the other side of the world, oceans away, continents away, but in fact, in the spirit of Ubuntu, we are inextricably connected one to the other. I am connected to the Indian people suffering over there on that continent, ravaged by COVID-19. So I stand in solidarity with my friend Virat Kaur, Simranjit Singh, Anu Gupta, Ruchi Amin, my Indian family and their Indian family. I'm standing in love with them and making a donation, which I hope you'll join me, to the International Association for Human Values, an NGO on the ground working to alleviate suffering, to get more beds, to get more people well. Won't you send a note to India with love? Send your heart, your prayers, and some money to help them in this crisis. Thank you.
We'll now move into the second half of our concert, starting with a performance from MC Yogi. This is a new song called All the Love in the World. Let us know what human values come up for you.
Hey everybody, this is MC Yogi, and just want to send my love and support to the Art of Living and the International Association for Human Values, to all the frontline workers, all the healthcare workers, and all the volunteers. We love you. I just want to encourage everybody to really donate and support all our friends and family in India right now.
feature performance of the Black Eyed Peas, who's performing one of my favorite songs and a relevant song for this campaign, Where is the Love?
On my shoulder. As I'm getting older, y'all people get colder. Most of us only care about money making. Selfishness got us following the wrong direction. Wrong information always shown by the media. Negative images is the main criteria. Infecting the young minds faster than bacteria. Kids wanna act like what they see in the cinema. Whatever happened to the vows of humanity? Whatever happened to the fairness and equality? Instead of spreading love, it's spreading animosity. Lack of understanding leading us away from unity. That's the reason why sometimes I feel under. That's the reason why sometimes I feel down. It's no wonder why sometimes I feel under. Gotta keep my faith alive with others.
People killing, people dying, children hurt, hating and crying. Can you practice what you preach? And would you turn the other cheek? Father, 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 help us. Send some guidance from above. These people got me questioning. Where is the love? Where is the love? Where is the love? Where is the love? The love, the love. Where is the love? Where is the love? Where is the love? The love, the love.
Thank you, Black Eyed Peas, for that incredible performance. Where is the love? I hope we're all feeling it now. And the message boards were really lighting up with messages of compassion, justice, equality, and of course, love being the human values that they associated with that song. Thank you so much, Black Eyed Peas. We'll now move into the meditation segment of our program, and we'll have an opportunity to be joined by Peace Ambassador and Global Humanitarian Sri Ravi Shankar. We'll start with a short video that shares a bit more about his work and inspiration around the world. We'll hear a message for frontline workers and all the volunteers out there working to save lives. And then he'll lead us in a guided meditation. So sit back and please share in the inspiration of Gurudev, Sri Sri Ravi Shankar.
People cannot stand tension or stress for too long. Somewhere one has to give up. You can't hold your fist too long like that. Somewhere you have to relax. And when you relax, you see the whole sky is on your hand. That tendency is began in the world. All the doctors, the medicos, paramedicals, frontline workers, and the police forces who are out in the street today when the entire world is shutting down, your services, your dedication, we cannot express our gratitude enough to you all for this service, and God is definitely going to reward you. Please don't ignore yourself. Your good rest is absolutely essential, and it's necessary to keep you charged and keep you healthy. Art of Living Foundation and its counselors are ready for you anytime to help you. They can take you through meditation and they can lessen your burden of stress and struggle that you are taking on you. So let us sit comfortably, easily. First, let us shake our hands. Shake our hands, and then let's keep our hands on our lap, or however you feel comfortable. And let's close our eyes. Let's keep our spine erect and body relaxed. We came into this planet weighing just 4 kilos or 5 kilos. Recollect or remember the weight of your body. It is 60 kilos, 70 kilos, whatever that is. Place your weight on the chair or on the floor you are sitting right at this point. Let's take a deep breath in, hold the breath and let go. Honor your own body. Your body is the precious gift to you from nature. Become aware of your whole body, skins, tissues, muscles, blood vessels, bones, and all the internal organs. Your body is a precious gift to you. Now let us come to the second dimension, your breath. It is our breath that is keeping our body alive. Your body is alive because of your breath. Take a deep breath in and let go. Incoming breath energizes the body and outgoing breath brings relaxation. This is happening all the time. Let us honor our own breath. Become aware of the air all around you. Like fish in the water, we are in air. Relax more and more. Let's take our attention to the top of the head. And become aware of the empty space above our head. Become aware of the space in the entire room that you are sitting. Embrace all the thoughts, pleasant or unpleasant, good or bad. Become aware of a point right in the center of your heart, center of your chest. And take a deep breath in and breathe out and relax even more. As the body relaxes, the mind expands. And as the mind expands, your body finds deep relaxation. This moment, there's nothing to do and nothing to know either. Just let go and relax. Repose in yourself. You are a fountain of love. You are an ocean of peace. Repose in yourself. Take a deep breath in with a smile and breathe out with a smile. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. As you breathe out, you may open your eyes.
Thank you, Gurudev Sri Sri Ravi Shankar, for that beautiful meditation and those words of inspiration for healthcare workers and volunteers trying to save lives during this crisis. We're going to end with the Gayatri Mantra performed by Deva Pramal and Mitten, who have been singing this mantra for decades and were heavily influenced by India and her teachings. Please enjoy the Gayatri Mantra.
Namaste, friends.
Namaste.
Mother India is in pain, and we are here to help and contribute in our various ways and give back to Mother India. It's our turn.
Yes, we've received so much from the rich culture, from the beautiful people, from our years that we spent there, living there in Osho's ashram in the early 90s. And just our whole life is really colored by the Indian riches of mantra, of spirituality, of the connections we made there. And it just is heartbreaking what's going on right now. So with our little contribution here, we hope to help in some small way, and just to show our love and appreciation and send healing energies and supporting energies to the healthcare workers and to the families that are affected, to those who have lost loved ones, those who are struggling with the virus itself in their bodies. So this is our mantra, our Gayatri Mantra, as an offering. Om Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo devasya dhimahi Dhiyo yona prachodayat Om Bhurbhuvah Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo devasya dhimahi Dhiyo yona prachodayat Om Bhurbhuvah Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo devasya dhimahi Dhiyo yona prachodayat.
We join Deva with the mantra Om.
This comes with all our love.
Thank Mother India for the Gayatri Mantra also.
Yes.
The mantra that Deva was conceived and born to and chanted all through our childhood, and it has blessed us as it has blessed so many of us over the years. So we give thanks again to Mother India for the great gifts. Namaste, friends.
Namaste.
Thank you. That was very peaceful. What powerful and inspiring messages from the artists from all around the world. Thank you, Will, for your message. COVID is still affecting a large part of the world, and we need to stand with India. To India with Love is an impact campaign sending messages of hope and providing bed, oxygen supplies, food, and health services to the people in India during this incredible trying time. The campaign has already raised 1.5 million and it's still got a long way to go to meet our goals. Now is the time more than ever for the rest of the world to stand with India in a moment of a need. Thank you for your time.
And if you have not had a chance to give, please visit toindiawithlove.ihv.org. Again, toindiawithlove@ihv.org. And I just want to say thank you to all of the health workers, all of the volunteers who are so committed to serving India in this time of need. With that, as your host, we're signing off. To India with love.